enough to actually talk to me and, you know, maybe give you guys some advice on what to expect when you come here. So Tanya, is this your first social?
Second.
Second? Okay.
Yeah, I have been earlier this year, and
Okay.
this is pretty interesting, I can say. And you are able to come and talk to the ladies, and you have to be more open to talk to them, and more round enough to have a conversation with the ladies.
So what brought you here? Why did you come to this sort of event? I mean, because obviously these are foreign men.
Yeah.
What attracts you to a foreign man?
I would like to find my soulmate, my life partner, and my husband. So that's why I'm here.
Okay, well, that's fair enough.
That's fair enough, and that's pretty simple.
Now, there's a lot of guys watching right
Yeah.
now, and they're probably wondering, you know, how can I prepare? What can I do? You know, what advice can you give them? And when coming over here to meet a Ukrainian woman?
Well, you have to understand that she's from abroad, that she might not know your language, which
Of course,
is
yeah.
most of the ladies over here. Even though she would know, you have to be prepared that she's not ready for your culture still, and you have to help her on all of the way.
Okay. What about dress-wise?
The dress-wise, girls dress here very feminine.
Uh-huh.
They wear high heels, they wear dresses, they wear lipsticks, they wear makeup, and this is pretty famous.
So, as far as the men, what would you suggest for the men to wear?
That would be more classy dress.
Okay.
Our ladies would prefer the same way as, because we are dressed the same like you dress, so
Okay.
that would be more comfortable and more attractive too.
So what you're saying is,
But
so the
you don't
person
need to play as it is like that. So even though if you are not wearing this into the formal life or your daily life, so better you dress what you are wearing to the daily life, because that's what we are expecting.
Okay, so you're basically saying dress nicely, but dress how you would normally dress
Yeah,
back in
so
in
don't
where you
overact.
live. Okay.
Yeah.
Don't, because, exactly. There's no sense of dressing, putting a suit on when you would never wear it again.
If you would never wear it again,
Yes.
we
Yes.
would not appreciate it. That's what we are not expected. We are expected to see the man, how he is dressing to the daily life. That's what it is.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Yeah.
Are you enjoying yourself?
It's very interesting party, so
It's pretty
yeah.
lively now up there.
I'm sure you will show this to the guys over there.
Yes.
So there are lots of girls and guys, and I'm sure that everybody is there to meet their soulmates.
Yes. All right, guys. Well, you heard it straight from Tanya. Tanya, I thank you for taking the time.
Thank you.
And guys, the women are here. They're waiting. I don't know why you're procrastinating. You know, I mean, come on. It's only a short plane ride. Right? It goes by
It's a
pretty
short
quick.
life.
Yes. All right.
Yeah.
So, thank you, Tanya. I'm
Thank
going to
you.
get back up there and talk to you guys later. See ya.
Sure. See you.
Hello, my name is Elena. I live in Dnipro. I am 35. I want to meet my love. Please come to my city, Dnipro. I glad meet you. Bye.
Hello guys, welcome back to another Monday Night Webcast. It's good to see you.
Hello guys, good evening. How are you tonight? Today, as always, we're gonna answer all your questions about international dating and marriage. and we're kind of matching today.
Yeah, I know. We just came to work this morning, like, oh, great minds think alike.
It's getting cold in Arizona, so we have to wear long sleeves now.
Yeah, let me cry river. It's like what, 58?
Yeah,
We're
no
freezing.
sun, it's freezing. You
Awful,
know,
awful.
But,
Time to go to some warm location.
enjoying a couple of days. This is the warmest location in US, I guess.
In US, but
Yeah.
it's time for international travel.
Yeah, but coronavirus, you know.
And since when that stopped us for anything? Pandemic been around for 2 years, but anyway, yeah. So let's just New Year's coming. So just let's talk about your plans, expectations for 2022. What do you expect to happen, and what would you like to happen to you next year? So if you haven't met that special person, I'm assuming you have somebody you'd like to meet next year, or whatever your goals and plans in general for next year. Let's talk about it. 2021 was, a bit rough. Actually, I mean, everybody whom I talked to it was a rough year for everybody one way or another. So hopefully next year will be a little bit more exciting.
Yeah, can you guys believe it? The year almost over. So it was a difficult year for everybody. Not, the same like 2020. Hopefully next year will be much easier. I don't know. We'll see. But
Fingers
we'll be
crossed.
happy to see you next year on our tours. So hopefully January tour will be.
I guess that will be the New Year's wish in our
Yes,
case
we'll
for tours to
go
happen.
on a tour with you guys if you decide
If
to
we
go
have
in
the tour.
January. Is it all sold out? You haven't-
Well, actually, we had a couple last-minute cancellations. So even though it says on the tour it's sold out, I have a couple spots right now. So technically, yeah, if you wanna go on a tour in Kiev, that's good time. Well, okay, it's good time to go. Summer would be better, but why wait? Because the thing is, you never know. Ukraine is pretty much the last destination that we have left that does not require vaccination. Technically, Costa Rica does. Here you can hear our lovely dog downstairs. What a webcast without lovely dog. Anyway. So yes, Ukraine is the only destination that does not require vaccination to travel there. Costa Rica is open right now, but I believe starting next year or sometime next year, they switch into vaccination travelers only. Colombia is already there. Peru or Thailand, you can travel if you're not vaccinated, but you'd have to undergo like long quarantine. And I'm assuming when Philippines open up, it's going to be the same requirements. So at the moment, Ukraine is probably the last resort for unvaccinated people. But we don't know how long that situation is going to be, lasting. So, come summer, this option might not be available either. So if you're not vaccinated, if you're writing to someone in Ukraine, don't delay. Just hop on this January tour or April tour, or just travel on your own, whatever fits your schedule.
Yeah, guys, so if you're planning to go in January, hurry up and jump in. So I'm going to lead the tour, so you're going to have fun. And
apparently my name associated is fun with
inside
fun.
most of the time, so it doesn't matter what's outside. I mean, you're not going to park or anything, so you're going to stay mostly outside. Having a lot of entertainment inside.
Hopefully not by me, but but yeah, definitely. You're not traveling for the weather. Of course, it would be great to see Kiev and Odessa at its best in the summertime. But again, you're going there for different reasons, so you still can enjoy it anyway. If you're skiing, there are like ski resorts in western Ukraine you can go to. There's even a couple ski places in Kiev, as I heard, and one of the girls was telling me about it. So.
And we don't know what will happen later in the year, so if we have the tour, you guys should go.
Yeah.
It's a chance.
Don't miss your chance. It might be a very narrow window of opportunities.
Yes.
So again, I have a couple of spots left. So if you wanna, jump on that tour.
Yeah, let us know. Call our number, and Brianna will, set you up for a tour.
Or you can shoot us an email, or you can just sign up on the website. You can do $475. So because this option is not available on the website right now, you can just choose $475. In comment section, specify that's for February or January Kiev tour, and we'll put you on. Michelle will take care of the rest. And normally at this time I give travel updates, but there is not much updates I can give you guys, unfortunately from last week.
Yeah.
So Philippines still on lockdown, don't know when it's going to be open. We're hoping that something will open up in January, but unfortunately, no news. So I doubt it will happen in January at this point. So, and our January tour, if it's not canceled yet, it's probably going to be canceled like fairly soon. What else? Actually, technically, as far as Kyiv, we're still thinking about it too. We're still finalizing that decision, so I'll know next week for sure. What else? So Thailand is open. You can travel to Thailand, especially if you're vaccinated. You would need to take another test upon arrival. So until you get the test results, you'll have to stay in quarantine, basically you're in your hotel room until you get the test results. Colombia is open for vaccinated travelers. So is Peru. Costa Rica is open now. Just make sure you get the travel insurance. There are a bunch of websites where you can purchase it. Yeah, so that's all your travel updates for now. Let's see if we have any questions.
Don't we have much? Probably you guys watching football game tonight. Somebody very important
So
playing.
yeah, apparently NFL is more important tonight than us. Thank
And
you.
also it's like at the end of the year, you guys all relax, probably celebrating with your families and friends. So
Actually, share your New Year plans. We could use some tips and ideas. So.
hope you got your main plan is to go to Ukraine and meet, Ukraine or different destination, wherever's open, and meet with your second half.
True. So let's see what we have as far as questions. From Mark. Hi Kirk, this Thursday I'm going to put in my open reservation. Oh, that's great. So if you're not ready to start writing to ladies yet, if not traveling for a while, just make sure you specify in your open reservations that not to activate your platinum membership and all that until you're ready, until further notice. Because if you're not going for another 6 months, you probably don't want to start any correspondence just yet, because by the time when you go, it will just add up. It will be a big snowball. It's going to be pretty expensive. Also, ladies will get frustrated because you're not coming. So just wait until it's months and a half prior to a trip or something like that. Then you activate your membership and you can take advantage of that.
From John, Happy New Year, Anna, Dina, Kirk, and everyone here.
Thank
Happy
you,
New
John.
Year.
Actually, Kirk is not here today, but we'll pass message on to him. Another one from Mark, Hannah and Dina. If you think 58 is cold, try 50 degrees in Connecticut. We are from Russia. We tried that, so
Yeah.
surprise us, But next one from James, or minus 40 in Alaska. Okay, well then you win that. Then.
Plus 40. We're talking about Celsius, right? Right now.
Well, it was, if we're talking about Celsius, it was minus 40 in my hometown. I'm sure.
I'm telling you, it's much worse minus 40 than plus 40.
I don't know. I like
you can
the
live
heat.
with plus, but minus. Oh my.
I don't know. My inner lizard enjoys Arizona. From Dan, hello from Eugene, Oregon. Hello, Dan. From Ukraine, Dave. Good evening, everyone. Good evening, Dave. Good to hear from you again.
Brian, hi Anna, hi Dina. Do you have to be vaccinated to travel to Mexico?
To the best of my knowledge, no. If I'm not mistaken, I went recently. No, you don't have to be. They never checked, never asked for a vaccination card, I think. But it's better double check. I'm not 100% sure of that, but I think you're good. So, probably should ask. We're having a tour in Mexico coming up soon, so probably should find out.
I don't think anybody will tell you have to be vaccinated to go to certain countries, but you will have to just do more testing, if you're not vaccinated. But they cannot tell you because you're not vaccinated, you're not going. You still can go, just have to do tests.
And remember, guys, regardless of where you end up going, you need to take a test in order to return to United States, no matter where you're coming back from, regardless of your vaccination status. The test needs to be done within 24 hours prior to your flight. It doesn't have to be PCR, it can be antigen test. Actually, matter of fact, I was using those home test kits from Amazon. That's $30 I ever spent. So you can always use those, take it with you. And
how many tests in a box for $30?
2.
2 tests. Oh.
Yeah.
still cheaper, right, than pay.
Well, no, actually, you can get pretty cheap tests in Ukraine too in some places, but just a hassle because those home tests, they're ready in 15 minutes. So you just, I did it like about 20 hours prior to my flight because I was a little nervous. I haven't used that this test for international travel before, so I didn't know how, what if they'll give me a hard time at the airport or, well. Plus, those tests are not very accurate. I was worried what if it will show, positive. So I'll have to go, I'll go take a few more tests to make sure it's accurate. So yeah, I was a little concerned. I definitely don't want to be stuck in Ukraine longer than necessary, as much as I like Ukraine. But yeah, test worked out just fine. They gave me a little hard time about it at mostly German airports in Frankfurt. Because they're very strict on everything there, they didn't really care that much in Ukraine. The issue was that the test doesn't show the passport number. It shows my name, the test date, the negative status, but it does not show the passport number. So they're not too happy about it, but they accepted it. And a couple of people I know also used those tests, and they were just fine. So. It wasn't like this. We used to be able to accommodate more people before pandemic because even, would have 35, 40 guys, we still try to accommodate everybody and keep taking reservations and still allowing people into the social that's not even sign up for the tour, because women always would demand, bring more guys. So, here we go. But with the pandemic, we have to restrict number of people in the room. And because we're trying to keep 1:8 or 1:10 social ratio, so about 8 to 9 girls per guy, so we can accommodate only so many guys. So that's why we limit number of those guys per each of those tours. So like Kiev, I think it's only like 20 guys, and for the other tours, if I'm not mistaken, was 25 or 30. So yeah.
The guy's saying there's no audio now, Jeff.
There's no audio?
Are we good now?
Are we good? Yeah. I feel like I'm talking to myself.
Charlie, hi Anna and Zina, how are you doing? My goal for 2022 is to get my passport. My question is, with when does Ukraine open gifts on New Year Eve? It is right when the clock is midnight on New Year's Day.
It's a great question. Actually, yeah, let's go back to the lovely subject of New Year's.
Yeah.
Enough of pandemic and COVID test and all that. So back when you lived in Russia, when did you open your gift?
Just the New Year, just before New Year night. I mean, New Year what? New Year Day. At midnight, yes. Sometimes we open it before midnight or sometimes after midnight, depends. But yes, on New Year night. From 31st to 1st. From 31st December to 1st.
Yeah, so the New Year's Eve night.
Celebration, yeah. Yeah. The main holiday in Russia, in Ukraine, for us, because for 70 years we've been celebrating only one holiday. I mean, between Christmas and New Year, we only had New Year, and we combined those two holidays, Christmas and New Year. So we exchanging presents on New Year night, day. New Year Eve, right? New Year Eve or New Year Day, and we have Santa Claus actually comes to us. Saint Nicholas, right? We call them. How we call him? Ded Moroz.
Ded Moroz.
Oh,
Father
oh my gosh,
Frost.
I
I
forgot.
call him Father Frost.
Yeah.
Grandfather Frost. I'm sorry.
Yeah, yeah. He comes on that day, on that New Year Day.
And
So-
he better be bringing some gifts.
Yeah, so for us it's a main holiday, but now we, of course, we have a Christmas, and I heard in Ukraine they have a Christmas on 25th, and they have and they actually have a day off on that day, and they actually have, I mean, Russia and Ukraine both have on January 7th Orthodox Christmas. So now we have two, but on
And in
Christmas
Ukraine they
Day,
still celebrate Catholic one too, so they have two Christmases.
Yeah, we
now.
only have a dinner or lunch with family. We're not exchanging any presents, and some people go to church. I mean, that's very easy and simple. But New Year, it's a big feast, you know, and it's all family gathering together and celebrating all night long, guys. I know most of you guys go to sleep like before midnight, but
Yes, John, like I kept saying that before he met Tanya, he would never really celebrate New Year's and just go to bed way before midnight. And now he has to stay awake till like 5 in the morning because a bunch of crazy Russians celebrating his house.
yeah, complaining about it a lot. But in Russia, in Ukraine, can you imagine all young kids, all
Oh God, yeah, I can't
old
sleep.
adults, grandmas, grandpas, all staying all night long. I mean, some go to sleep at 2 a.m., but of course,
Yeah, they're lame. You need to stay till like 5.
6 a.m. Young people, they don't go sleep for 3 days probably in a row.
Yeah, if the liver can hold that much liquor, they
We
probably
not
stay
only
awake.
we have a 10 days off for that instead to celebrate, and can you imagine for all 10 days we're visiting families, we're visiting friends and drinking and eating, you know.
Yeah, just like non-stop. It's-
Yeah.
Just imagine if it was like non-stop holidays between Thanksgiving and Christmas, and all you'd be doing just eating and drinking. That's pretty much what we're doing.
It's hard, and it's really big problem in Russia. I even like heard all the doctors saying, please don't drink and eat so much.
And it never stops anyone.
Yeah. No.
And people so happy when the holidays are finally over. And I think everybody's happy to go back to work.
I remember remember myself and go to work and forget the password for my computer. I just have to write it down before I go to holidays. Because it's a lot, like 10 days, you know.
Yeah, we're definitely not doing it here. But
Yeah. No, we will do it a little bit, but on Russian Christmas.
yeah, we're gonna have a delayed
party.
celebration here. But yeah. So from Carlos, hello from UK, California. From Dean, what do you recommend that users for letter writing? What do you suggest for those of us who use the letter writing service, do's and don'ts? So what would you recommend, Dina?
Yeah, it's a good question. Actually, we always say to our clients, do not write any letters to the girls. I mean, it's okay if you are going to see her, for example, in January, if you're going on a tour with us or you're going like individual trip. So you have to write her, I mean, you don't have to, but you can write her now and tell her, hey, I'm coming in January, would you like to meet with me? But we don't want you to be like a keyboard Romeo, and keep writing and never go there. So, and even if you write her like all year long and you think the relationship is fine, you know, based on the letters, when you meet her in person, it could be completely opposite, because what's the most important? Chemistry, you know, and but you have to like experience that only when you meet face to face. So definitely we don't want you to write like non-stop, and even worse, if you never go in there, so just keep writing, and you know, it's only wasting money.
I also would say don't write real long letters, you know. I mean, you don't need to write War and Peace and ask 5 bazillion questions, you know, in those 7 paragraphs. I know a lot of guys that do it. And then they call us and say, she didn't answer the question, ask her in the 3rd paragraph, you know. Yeah, well, there's probably, you know, 4 other questions that she answered, or she just overlooked it. It was just too much to read. Quite often, you know, ladies get those messages like on their lunch break or something, they're in a hurry, so they look through it and, you know, they reply the best they can. But so, yeah, don't write extremely long letters. It's really hard to read. And if you're asking questions, keep it to maybe 1 or 2 per letter. Don't go, you know, in a lot of details. And you also want to ask questions about her, not only talk about yourself. So, I mean, I would say the good length is 3 to 4 paragraphs generally.
Ransom, happy holidays. Happy holidays to you too.
From John, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, Dina and Anna. I'm still thinking about January trip to Kyiv and maybe Odessa. Do you have any suggestions for inside activities? Also, do you know the fish restaurant with aquarium at the mall still open? I don't know, I'd assume so, if it's open. You can check their website and see if they are, or the Instagram or whatever social media. As far as suggestions for inside activities, well, yeah, I cannot be too creative in that. I was, you know, struggling with that myself last time in Kyiv too. So obviously dining, bowling, in the pool, whatever, the miscellaneous stuff. We actually went to the pottery class. That was surprisingly fun. That was a very interesting experience. Yeah, I mean, it's just, you know, something unusual. It was just making a couple of bowls and vases, and it was, yeah, I'm still waiting for my avocado vase to be shipped from Ukraine, because
cannot wait to see it.
I'll have a picture, I'll show it to you. Yeah. But yeah, just was something unusual. There are some, I mean, I know some people are doing like culinary classes together, you know, like dumplings making class together. It's kind of, you know, kind of fun. So you don't even need to speak much to each other, you know, it's all about, you know, just standing next to each other, it's body language, you're just laughing at how horrible your dumplings look, you know, don't even need to communicate in case if your lady doesn't speak fluent English.
Actually, it's a big tradition in Russia and Ukraine to make a lot of those dumplings, pelmeni, it's called pelmeni, on New Year, like before New Year night, so because we're eating it actually, it's a tradition too, on New Year night.
Pretty much all traditions are revolved about around eating.
Another reason I always think why that we're doing it at in the winter, because you can just throw it in the balcony and it will freeze. You know, you don't have to put it in the freezer even because it's so cold outside, and making like 1,000 of them for a whole winter probably.
But I'm not going to be making pelmeni. You already commented on my cooking skills today. They were talking about making soup, and Dina said, yeah, bring some and just make sure you don't cook it yourself. Like, okay. I hurt myself, Steve, thank you. Thank you so much.
I heard you can make those pierogi.
I'm not cooking anything anymore, thanks. No, I'm done. Not cooking anything for the party, thanks.
Early good evening, Anna, Dina, FA staff and participants. JD, what are your plans for New Year's?
So what are your plans? I'm sure you guys figured it out.
I'm going to party all night long. I don't know where, with who, but I'm going to do that.
Hey, I mean, the New Year's is, you know, only a few days away.
I know. Oh my gosh.
So you guys had to figure out.
In Russia, we have to figure it out what to do like a month before the New Year Eve, or it'll be disaster. Here, I don't care much, you know.
Plus, this
I
year
know,
was
with
so
the party.
unpredictable. It was, I can see how it was. You don't know what you're doing until the last moment. Yeah.
Yeah, it's okay. Find something. How about you guys? What's your plans for
Yeah,
the year?
just
How
to
you
share
gonna celebrate?
your plans, because we more or less, we know we're celebrating it. The details are, plans are still in progress, but we're definitely going to be celebrating. Not together this year, but we're going to be celebrating. I don't know if I'll just stay up till like 5 in the morning, but I'll do my best. You never know. From Chuck. Questions about profiles and tours. I see many profiles each Wednesday from Russian ladies, but there are no AFA tours to Russia. In contrast, there are almost no profiles from women in Mexico City, but there is a tour. Please explain, especially since there are so many profiles from Russian women. So yes, we add a lot of profiles in Russia because, well, women, still looking for someone. They're still interested in finding a life partner from abroad. But we stopped doing tours in Russia a long time ago. It was about plus minus 10 years ago. What happened is, back in the day, 2008, 9, something to that nature, Ukraine waived the visa requirement for pretty much for everybody, including Americans. So our guys could just travel to Ukraine, meet the same ladies, same everything, but don't have to deal with the ridiculous process of getting Russian visa. So you can, just jump on a plane and go tomorrow and don't have to plan ahead 3 weeks, don't have to do this ridiculous paperwork. So, everybody switched to Ukraine, and we kind of was just targeting that area mostly. We still have an office in St. Pete, but we just don't have enough interest, of guys going there. I get like few guys a year traveling to St. Pete, so there's not enough to put together a tour. So maybe one day, if a lot of you guys express an interest in that, we'll be able to put together a tour. But right now, it's not the case. As for profiles in Mexico, well, yes, it's a recent destination for us, but the agency there started adding a lot of profiles, so there seemed to be also high interest of meeting a foreign life partner. So it's going to be the first tour. We don't know, we don't know how it's going to go, and it's easy for guys to travel to Mexico compared to Russia. So the tour was sold out almost immediately. We'll see how it's going to go. I'm cautiously optimistic about it, so hopefully it will go well. I just, again, never done that before, so hopefully, fingers crossed, hopefully it will go smooth.
It will. Mark, Anna, would you recommend cooking with your lady as a bonding moment?
Yeah, I think it's, again, great idea. You guys will have a lot of fun together, and I'll do it. I think so. Sounds like a fun idea for a date. Something unusual. For the first date, yeah, you want to be able to communicate, sit at the right quiet restaurant and just talk and get to know each other. But maybe a second, third, fourth, whatever date, with this little culinary experience might be very helpful.
And then you can eat, you don't have
yeah,
to
and you cook it, and yeah, that's true. They let you eat, what you cook. So hopefully you know how to cook. Otherwise, you're just having a food poisoning. But that's gonna be another memorable experience. But you'll share that in common too. You both will have a food poisoning from those pelmeni. EC, for the upcoming tour to Ukraine, can AFA schedule a group tour trip to Poltava to see the sites and the aviation museum? There was an article about Poltava in today's Wall Street. For your understanding, Poltava is 3 hours away on a fast train. And by bus with almost non-existent roads to Poltava, they're just horrible. The bus will take like 5 hours to get there. So we're not putting together as we're not putting guys in the bus for 10 hours to go to see aviation museum. If you want to do it, we'll be more than happy to order you a taxi, which you'll pay for yourself. And go and see the museum, but unfortunately we don't want to take away guys' time and spend the entire day going that far away. So we used to go to Poltava as a part of the group tour, it's one thing, but unfortunately we'll not be able to do a sightseeing in Poltava.
Mark, dinner are you going to be drinking for New Year? You bet. Yeah, well, all night long.
And Dina keeps saying it, but you know what? One glass of whatever, and that's it. That's the end of it. She's like, oh, I have a headache. I'm done.
I would love to, but when getting older,
Dina's
it's not so easy anymore.
I don't know what kind of Russian.
So she's
What kind of Russian are you? You can even drink
all night long. I'm old Russian.
Oh, thanks for making me sound like an alcoholic. That's brilliant. Thank you. Shots keep coming. My cooking skills, my drinking skills. Great. That's the night of Let's Kick In.
You're amazing cook.
No,
drinker.
That I believe the first part. Too late for that. From David. I was talking to some friends in Ukraine. They celebrate 2 Christmases and 2 New Years plus St. Nicholas Day when St. Nick leave candy under each children's pillows. Yes, so St. Nicholas it's a little bit before New Year, before
December
Christmas.
19th.
Yeah, before Christmas. It's children's holiday specifically. They get gifts. Then there is Catholic Christmas. That's not as widely celebrated, but somewhat celebrated because there is still a lot of Catholics in Ukraine, even though it's not predominantly Catholics, mostly Orthodox. So yes, it's still celebrated, and I think we covered New Year's traditions pretty well. There is such thing as Old New Year, based on old calendar. So they also just like people who are not done drinking yet, and they still need some kind of reason to keep drinking. They can do it on January 13th. Again, the calendar difference, old and new style. And of course Orthodox Christmas on January 7th. Yes.
That's why we have 10 days, because so many to celebrate, and have to somehow go back to work. So a couple days for recovery. I mean, not for everybody. So, but so much to celebrate.
Yeah, definitely. And by the way, guys, don't forget, if you send in some gifts for your ladies for New Year's, you really probably want to order it now if you haven't done that yet, because
it's okay. Then you can always say it's for Christmas too. So you have.
Yeah, but I mean, again, ladies
2
might
weeks.
expect something for New Year's, and you can imagine how busy our gift delivery service will be, and with the holidays they will be overwhelmed. So you don't want to, send an order on December 30th or 31st because it's not going to be delivered on time. I mean, technically, if you order it now, I'm not positive it's going to be delivered on time, but you can give it a try.
Are any awesome kids bring out the kid in the US and
In us.
and are so much fun memories.
Yeah, definitely. Every time during holidays, I feel like a kid again. My immature
Still?
side comes out.
Good.
Oh yeah, absolutely. So, okay, well, we're getting any more questions there? Yes, you still didn't share, your plans for New Year's Eve night. If you're doing anything fun and special, let us know. And also, Christmas gift. Did you get anything fun for this Christmas? Share the experiences on that too, or if you say, if you send a really cool gift to someone, nice. We could always use some, gifts ideas, because guys ask a lot. What should I give? What kind of gift should I give? So yeah, share that.
It doesn't need to be like a big gift. I mean, you don't have contact information, so you still have to choose from our side. If you don't have your contact information, so I don't think anything like a huge gifts there.
Well, we do have some decent gift options on the website.
Gift for me, I mean, other girls will be agree like a spa date. I think that's amazing gift. Just what you need on a cold, freezing day, just to go to spa.
On any day, cold or not cold, spa is always a good idea.
In a hot summer, it won't be like so
Just
much fun, but
indoors.
in a cold winter, yeah, I can see it. Well, if you don't want to do that, like flowers will be always nice too,
Yeah, can go wrong with that.
Chocolate, I don't know, because girls are really watching what they're eating there and go to gym non-stop, And
well, some dark chocolate, even you can say no to dark chocolate, even though you don't eat sweets.
yeah, I eat some.
Okay. From Akisek, in the African American culture, we cook black-eyed peas on New Year's Day for good luck. Actually, I didn't know that. That's pretty cool. What do they do in Ukrainian culture? So, okay, let's talk about the traditional dishes for New Year's Eve table.
When I was little kid, my mom always cooked goose. and it was amazing. I loved it. So not a turkey, not a chicken, it's a goose. It was really hard to get it too because it was really nothing, like literally nothing in the store. And all moms like, I don't know, where is he getting all that food? Sometimes we had even caviar in our table, you know, for New Year's
Black or
celebration.
red?
Red, of course, black.
Here's such
Anna from
disappointment.
that part of the Russia when they probably had a black caviar
Yeah,
on their
but
table.
back in the day, being a kid, I had plenty of that. I hated it at that time, and now when it's like $150, now I start liking it, but it's too late.
Yeah.
I missed my opportunity.
So yeah, goose was our main dish, and pelmeni, of course, my mom made a lot before, just before New Year, and yes, pelmeni and goose. How about you?
I'm trying to think. Well, I don't think we had a goose in my family. I know my dad managed to get duck a couple of times from his friend's farm, so that was pretty good. We actually had a baby pig. We roasted baby pig one time.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
So
I was a
sad to
child.
eat
Yeah.
it.
Well, at the first I was it was sad, but then I was like 5 years old, and they brought us baby pig, and my mom said, "No, we're gonna put this in a warm place." And she meant in the oven, and I just would sit there and stare at the oven light at this little, little piglet. I'm like, "Oh, mommy, he's smiling," because it's just the skin gets tight, it gets crispier.
my God.
Like, "Oh yeah, he's smiling, he's happy." Yeah. Well, that was a good baby pig.
Also, we have two main dishes for New Year, two salads. It's a potato salad, famous Russian potato salad, and another one like how you call it, beets. Beet salad.
Селедка? Или
Yeah,
какой?
селедка.
Herring under fur coat, don't ask. Just, for the most of it, Americans really hate it. But there are some that are actually okay with it because, first of all, it's herring under beets and layer of carrot and potatoes
It's good,
and
guys.
onion.
If you ever go to Ukraine, you can order it in restaurant.
Look,
if
not
it's
everybody even
traditional.
like beets, not mention combination
should
beets and
try,
herring.
you know?
Yeah, you definitely should
Still
try.
good.
Just don't spit it out in front of your lady.
Yeah, you should try but famous potato salad and those beet salad and borscht. Don't forget that.
Well, they don't necessarily serve borscht for New Year's Eve
No, not
table,
for New
but
Year,
if you
but-
end up in Ukraine,
Yeah,
that's
it's the most traditional soup in Russia and Ukraine.
From Vincent, I'm a Christian man. I was hoping I could find another Christian woman out there. Are you saying that aren't many Christians in Ukraine? That is mostly Catholic. Well, first of all, Orthodox is also Christian. It's just a different variety of it, but it's still Christian. So yes, majority of Ukraine is actually Christian, so it shouldn't be too difficult to find.
Adam, thank you for explaining what being a keyboard Romeo is. I got it. I don't write long letters. Skip letter or 2, 3 or 4 paragraphs. Ask her to tell her more about herself and to her latest likes and dislikes, what is going on in her life. Need idea talking about learning to make dumplings together. Should I make an appointment or set a time aside for when we can do these cooking lessons way ahead of time? Pirogi. Tatiana is a good cook. Her mother is a professional cook. What other Russian cooking recipes do you suggest besides pirogi? Do you have a Russian texted copy of Dr. Vision's book, Wedded Strangers, Russian and American Marriages in the AFA Library?
First time I hear about it.
It's a hard book to find.
No wonder first time I hear about it.
And then to send on Tatiana. Happy New Year's from Adam.
Well, first of all, if it's in English, most likely your lady is not gonna be reading through whole book in English.
I think
Look, even I
everything-
wouldn't do it, to
You
be
can
honest.
find online everything right now. So like those, how you call those?
But again, I highly doubt that would be translated into Russian. I just don't see that be happening. So.
Yeah. About cooking lessons, of course, you have to talk to her first if she would like to do that. Me and Anna would like to do that, but I don't know about girls, so I don't know what they want to do for a date. And it's really hard to cook pierogi, so because I don't know, this is hardest dish for me to cook. I never actually cooked them. Pierogi.
Pierogi? It depends, yeah.
And it'll take a lot of time. So I think if you go to cooking lessons, they cook something easy. not like
Yeah, that's why. I mean, that's
or
why
not dumplings even.
Well, dumplings. I mean, they will have the dough, already ready. So basically, all you need to do is just like physically, put it together, and that's really it. It's not that awfully difficult.
I thought they starting like from
Well,
0 point.
I guess
make
that
it
might be
dough.
depending on the length of a class. I mean, in some they might, but usually that dough, if I'm not mistaken, should be,
Oh,
it takes time
already.
for the dough to rise up and all that type of stuff. So I don't think, people are actually making the dough, but it could be something else.
Yeah.
From Makisik, Ukraine should be predominantly Eastern Orthodox, which still falls under Christianity along with the Protestant and Catholic. Yeah, well, thank you for clarification, Makisik.
And Vincent?
Yeah, just,
If so, that will be a bummer for me because I believe in being equally yoked with the next lady in my life.
okay. So let's see if I missed anything. I think, come on. Hold on, guys. We're just checking for more questions to come. No? Well, yeah, I guess something
Are
still
you guys
comes.
not excited about New Year?
Well, yeah, again,
Or
people
just-
don't celebrate as much in this country as they do, but not as much as it's not such a big deal as it is for us. Obviously,
Yeah.
we've been looking forward to this night for for the longest time, and it's when we're gonna be with friends or loved ones or family, whatever it is, and should be a fun night. And always, people on this night always expect a miracle, something good to happen. There's always this, I don't know, no matter how old are you always expect some kind of miracle.
Everything like you guys doing for Christmas, it's just our New Year, like, whatever wish you make, it will come true,
Yeah, there is a tradition. So I don't know. Did you guys do it? So you
Yeah.
right before midnight. So when the clock starts, ticking the 12, the clock is doing this 12 knocks. You write your wish on a small piece of paper. I really recommend small piece of paper. And the reason is so after you write it, and make sure it's going to be quick because you have 12 seconds to basically write it.
Actually, even it has to be one word.
Yeah, because it's unless you write really quick, maybe 2 or 3. I mean, actually, that's quiz
No,
like
it has to be one word, or it don't
Really?
come true.
3 words worked for me before. I don't know.
Oh, that's good.
Oh yeah, I'm creative.
And
Creative
you
writing
have to
is
do
my
it really
strong
quick
side.
when clock strike. What?
Before clock strike 12, you burn this piece of paper. So be careful, don't set the house on fire. And when you're drunk, it's good, it's really difficult. So you do it right above your champagne glass. I'm assuming you have a champagne glass or whatever drink, preferably champagne. So put the ashes from
Has
this
to be
paper.
champagne, actually.
Yeah, so
That's
so
interesting.
ashes from this paper needs to go in your champagne glass, and you mix it up. And before clock strikes 12, so before midnight, you just finish
Very
it one
important.
shot.
You have to finish it before.
Even
clock
if there is
strikes
still
12.
big chunk of this paper
you have
left,
to eat
chew it. Yeah.
Chew it, eat it, and swallow it, and drink champagne after.
And then
And
let's
then-
talk next year, and you let us know if your dream
come
came
true.
through. I'm definitely doing it again. So let's
But
see
it has to
how
be
it
something
stands.
simple, not like I want to be billionaire or something.
Well, I mean, wishes come true in a weird
Money,
way sometimes.
health, money, like,
but yeah, better be
family.
specific.
Yeah, family specific. Be specific. Ransom Ukraine should be predominantly.
We did.
Oh, we
That's
did.
easy.
Okay. EC, what are the good restaurant recommendations for Kyiv that are not in the mall near the hotel?
Hey, that's convenient. What are you talking about?
Is La Veranda on 10 AFA approved list on 10? We have 10, right? How about the catch restaurant Mantelli Capuletti and that Kyiv place with the tree growing in the middle of the place? LOL.
Sure,
Sure, I'm
challenging
aware
my.
to all
Well,
of
you're
those.
challenging my memory right now. So if you're doing the tour, the staff gives you a list of approved restaurants. So just stick to it. There is a blacklist and there is approved list. So just stick to it. I mean, I can't really. I mean, I know the names of those places. I can't not sure what to tell you on
Just give
that.
you a list what we're not approved. So yeah, you can go from there. But
For Mark, in the Philippines just went through a super typhoon, so I don't think many Filipinos will be able to reply to man on the site since there is no electricity or water. Yeah, definitely, Mark. Thank you for mentioning that. Yeah, guys, if you didn't know, there was a huge typhoon, so many houses were destroyed. So there is a lack of power in many areas. Obviously, no cell phone service and all that. So if your correspondence with Filipino ladies is disrupted right now, that's why. So can't tell you when exactly things will get back to normal. I mean, as soon as they rebuild the power lines, you'll be able to communicate with your ladies again. But hang in there. I know you're worried about them, but it is what it is. All we can do is just wait.
Adam, there were 3,000 copies of Wedded Strangers written in Russian published. I found a copy in St. Petersburg. Is Russian Orthodox much like the Catholic religion?
Well, again, 3,000 copies is not that much, but if you find it in Russian, you can definitely. By the way, what year is that? Because also things change throughout the years and experience that people had. For example, early 2000 or 2010s, or now is going to be completely different. So also, the important thing about those books is being time accurate and people can relate to their modern experiences. As for is Russian Orthodox much like Catholic religion? Overall, yes. There is just the difference in the details of the practices. Really, that's all it is. Doing the cross with 3 fingers and there's just some minor details. It's really not awfully different.
Nice. This is Ukrainian food similar to Polish food. I think Polish food has nothing to do with Ukrainian or Russian food. I'm just personal opinion. I tried it so many times, and for me, Polish food even more close to Germans. So it's European food. I mean, like Germans, but their pierogies has nothing. It's even they name dumplings pierogi. So
yeah, but what we name pierogi is actually baked pastry.
Pies.
Yeah, those little baked pastries with different fillings, and for them pierogi is dumplings. So yeah, I agree that it's more it's closer to German compared to Russian. And as far as Russian cuisine, it's very eclectic nowadays because it changed a lot through Soviet times. So because Soviet Union was so big, it absorbed all the different cuisines like Uzbeki, Tajiki, Ukrainian, Belarusian, Georgian, Armenian. So it absorbed all these cuisines from different areas, mixed it up. So that's why we still can find the German hachapuri or shashlik on Russian tables, or Ukrainian borscht in Russian cuisine too. So it could be, rice pilaf from Uzbekistan. It's very, very eclectic. So yes, so Polish would be pretty different from Russian cuisine. From Edward, is that Victoria's Secret store still open down the hill from the FA Hotel in Kiev? That was actually not Victoria's Secret. It had a different name because Victoria's Secret brand, they don't have their official licensed store, so they rename it somehow. They do sell Victoria's Secret stuff, but they name different. So I walked by that Victoria's Secret store for a couple of dates, and the ladies pointed out to me, and they say they enjoy gifts from Victoria's Secret. This is a good sign. Well, no, I mean, that's such a sign they enjoyed it, but just because you buy it, you're not going to see it on them. So, I mean, I don't know, good sign for them, they're going to get free underwear.
Well,
but
it's a good sign.
good sign for whom? So.
John, I agree with Mark and have to say something amazing about Filipinas. They stay happy always, even if the worst of circumstances. Amazing quality. Guys, this is so true. We have Filipinese ladies working for us here in the office. They're always smiling no matter what. They're all in a good shape and they're always eating rice. And I cannot even.
And I don't know how they do it. I mean, eating those carbs, he's so skinny. I don't know.
Always
I don't get it. I'm so jealous.
Always happy with good attitude, no matter what. They are celebrating like with the best attitude. Even they're celebrating and dancing and singing. I've
never seen any of them in a bad mood or grumpy or anything.
I never see them.
I don't know how. I mean, I don't think they have this gene in their DNA. I don't know.
Russian grumpy.
Yeah, I mean, we get to the office like,
All
oh,
those
give me
Russian
my
grumpy.
coffee. Talk to me after I have my 2 cups of coffee. What do you want?
Very nice ladies, look perfect, you know, and just always happy. I have a neighbor, she's Filipina. Oh my gosh, she's the best neighbor ever. Never complains about anything, you know, always happy, always saying hi and, you know, ask how you're doing and all those stuff, no matter what, you know. Yes, amazing. I love them.
From Vincent, does anyone know the idea of the dark-haired twin ladies I keep seeing at the socials? I have no idea whom you're talking about, but if you do send us a link for the specific video you're referring to with the exact minutes, so for example, here's a link, here's 4:58, so 4 minutes 58 seconds on it, or do print screenshot and just say who are those girls, and we'll be able to check who it is.
So we have some IDs popping out.
Yeah, in some cases they do it in Odessa, for example, more often. In Kiev it's kind of pain in the neck to find out, but in Odessa it's a little easier.
From Joe, I'm looking for a woman close to my own age, from 50, 60 years old. Do many older women come to the social without invitation?
Unfortunately not. You will not see tons of ladies in this age bracket. You will see some ladies in their 50s, but they're going to be in great shape and looking like their 40s or late 30s actually. You know, it's going to be looking fantastic. So you'll never be able to tell their age. As far as 60s, I don't really recall any ladies in their 60s at the social. And the reason is, you know, guys, again, social begins, guys go there with a right intention of meeting somebody age appropriate, but they see wonderful, beautiful young women and they totally get sidetracked. And that's the case in, I don't know, 70-80% of the guys are just totally getting sidetracked because those, you know, confident, beautiful young women, they approach you, they talk to you, and when the older woman is going to be sitting in the corner, so, you know, somewhere in the corner of the room because nobody really talks to them much. Oh, I remember this social. Yeah, even there, that Odessa social you're looking at right now. I mean, I remember those women, you know, were just sitting, you know, like separately. I don't know if anybody even talked to them like the entire evening. Maybe, you know, a couple of guys just would walk up to them and say hi, but that's about it. From Adam, how do we know if the Ukrainian ladies want to leave Ukraine and move to the US? Can you include that in AFA profile? Some profiles do include this information, but most do not. What if she wants to stay in Ukraine or Europe? Well, first of all, again, 99.9% of women will move to United States for the right guy. You know, I hear that quite often saying, oh, those women are not, you know, they don't want to leave Ukraine. No, they'll be okay for the right guy. So that's the key word, for the right guy. If a woman saying it to you that, you know, you're a great guy, but, you know, I don't think I want to leave my country yet. It's just she's politely telling you no, that she's not that into you specifically. So they're just using that as an excuse. But you know what? They register on a foreign marriage website. Do you think they have an idea that they'll marry a foreign guy and probably move to a foreign country? So of course they know what they do, and you know they're open to this possibility. But they need to find the right guy. You know, obviously they need to have feelings for the guys. They also need to be, you know, to make sure that he can provide a decent future for them as well, because she's leaving everything behind, her job, her apartment that she most likely owns, you know, everything behind. So she, you know, she needs to make sure he can provide for her when she gets to the States. So if all those conditions are not met, she's gonna say, yeah, you know, I'd rather stay in Ukraine. Basically, I'm gonna keep looking. You're not my Prince Charming, so I'm gonna keep looking. They're just trying to be polite about it.
Mark, Anna, what is the difference between Russian and Belarusian?
Well, language.
Language? They speak...
There is a Belarusian language, yes.
No way.
I don't.
They don't speak
There
Russian?
is a Belarusian language, yes.
Okay. Can you understand it? I mean,
Same as Ukrainian, I can understand it, but I don't really speak because I left Belarus when I was a child, so I didn't, you know, pick it up at all.
But like most of the people speak Russian.
I mean, right now, especially older generation, younger guys, you know, Belarus, you know, they switch into national language right now. But older generation, like my grandmother, she never spoke Belarusian. She would, you know, she was born in Soviet Union. They didn't even teach Belarusian in her school at all. So, and so is in my mom's school too. So, yeah, in my kindergarten, they spoke only Russian. So yeah, I never really picked it up, which I actually regret that I don't speak it. Would be nice. But other than that, Belarusians are really nice. I don't know, all the nicest people I met in my life were Belarusians. I don't know. I'm biased, but seriously, I mean, like, I haven't seen mean Belarusians so far.
They're very nice people.
That's why I'm half Russian. So. From Adam, Anna and Dina will try that New Year suggestion of writing down my wish, burn it, and put in champagne glass, and down goes before New Year's, stroke the midnight. The CIA in McLean, Virginia taught me to do the same thing when visiting secured areas in different countries after taking notes. Okay. They just told me to never tell anyone. They taught me how to do that. I'm glad that we have that same cultural habit in common. All cultures do have some things in common. Just kidding. All the best from Adam in North Carolina. See, so you already practiced that. You know what you're doing.
It's for you, but it's not so.
So you're professional paper burner now. So yeah, you can.
We'll see. So guys, try it if you want.
So let us know next year if it worked. I promise next December I'll let you guys know if my wish worked out.
Sometimes not, but it's all we always doing it. We always trying. Why not?
And you're also not supposed to, whatever you wish for, you're not supposed to tell it to anyone until it actually comes true. Then you can, but otherwise you're gonna jinx it.
Don't tell nobody.
Yeah. All right, guys. Do you have any more questions? Otherwise, we're gonna wrap it up. No, Jeff.
Okay, guys.
I guess something. Well, I think might be something else coming quickly, so we might squeeze in one more question.
We wish you a very happy, healthy New Year. Hope to see you on, if it's happened next year. See you on our tours. So wish you luck. Wish you to find your second half next year.
Yeah, guys, again, thank you for watching. We will see in 2022. I wish you all the best and hope all your dreams will come true next year. Good luck.
See you next Monday. Good night.
See you next year.
Next year, Monday.
Oh, there was questions. Well, sorry. Sorry.
Next Monday.
Yeah. Save it.